To make the wireframe for your WordPress website, first find a free theme on wordpress.com/themes. That's wordpress.com/themes. All right, and on this page, you have look for the themes that don't have any money. The first one is $36. You don't want that one. We want to just start learning how to use WordPress. This one right here, Radcliffe, looks pretty cool. This one right here is pretty intricate. This one's Dyad 2. I won't use that one. I might use that one for making a restaurant website or something, maybe foods. Baskerville 2 looks contemporary, has the looks of like social media type of thing. And there's one that I'm looking for. It's down here a bit, I think. It's called Eden. E-D-I-N. I'm going to click on that one. I like this one because it has a banner and then it has 3 columns. It's pretty simple looking. Now Radcliffe here has a big, huge banner image. If you don't have anything else to put on the page, that would be good. If you could just do that and then you don't have any more columns, you just say welcome and then you have other stuff. Now, diet theme, like I said before, this is like a cooking one, looking like some kind of food or something. You can open the live demo by clicking right here and viewing what else the website has. Check that out. It's kind of like a parallax. It scrolls up over that top image, lots of squares. I don't know if you have that much information for whatever you're going to make a website for. Baskerville 2, like I said, looks contemporary with a nice dark banner area on the top. But then down here, we have a header, an image, and then information. And then we have an image and information. We have an image and then a date. So it goes from big to smallest. And then there's other ones down here. Now, if you want to see these websites as mobile, phone or tablet, click on phone option, and it will show you what it looks like on your phone. So most of these are responsive for phone and desktop. But for this class, we're going to be going with desktop first, just so you can start learning how to use WordPress and get comfortable with it. All right, so the one that I liked best was Eden. I like this one because we have a banner, we have information and an image. And what I might be doing is, for examples to show you what I'd be doing, is making a website for my comic book that I'm working on right now. I already have a website for it, but just to do something to show you guys what I'm going to be doing, because most of you guys are going to make a website for some kind of film project you're doing or photography or whatever your goal is in life. That's probably what you're going to want to do for your website. So I'm going to open this up, open live demo. Now, well, since this is a live demo, I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I have what is called a, up here in the top right, full page screen capture Chrome app. Well, you have to get it in the browser. If you look up under Google, look under, what was that called again? Sorry. A full page screen capture. Full page screen capture. See if that works. Click on click that right there, full page screen capture. It's Chrome based. Add to Chrome right here, and this is what it'll look like Pac-Man. You're going to see that in a second, but add this to Chrome and then it will pop up over here in your bookmarks. So I'm going to click on that. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't, then I'll show you another way to do it with Photoshop. And you got to let it go. You can't be surfing the internet. You got to just let it do what it's doing. Screen capture in progress. Your finished image will open in a new window. Once completed, please wait for the progress bar to finish. Yeah, you can't do anything else while this happens. All right, so this might be a no-go. Let's see what it did. Yeah, no, it's not good. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Okay, so what I would say is do this. Shift Command 4, and then you get a little crosshair. Click and drag to select, and then remember that it came to right down here in the middle of the photo. Bring this up to about yay high. Do a Command Shift 4 one more time. Click and drag, and then I'm going to do one more because I want to get the bottom. Command Shift 4, click and drag. All right, so those 3 screen capture shots, they're on my, I have 2 windows I'm working with. But I'll take all of these and I will open them up in Photoshop. All right, here they are, 1, 2, and 3. All right, what I do is I'll take the second shot and I'll click and drag it into this tab up here, and I'll press Shift and it should go right in the middle, and then I'll drag this down straight over the image. Now you'll see where it's really close in there. What I might do is just get it over to the right so it looks like it's, all right, that's good, it's on there, and then take my rectangle marquee tool and chop the top off of that other one. There we go. And let's see if that's on or not. Let's see. No, it's not on because that sun is right there. See that? So I'll bring it up until I see it go. There we go. So now I click that layer off and on, and it's working. Okay, so I want to get the next one. Well, what I want to do is I'll get the crop tool, and I'm going to zoom out. I do an Alt spacebar and click, 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 and it zooms out. And then I'll drag the crop down, and then I'll zoom in again. And this is the layer that's I just added, and then I'm going to add a layer right on top of that one too. Get this one, drag it over here, shift drag and drop, and that information is right here. See that information right there? What you could do is take the opacity down to 50% and then drag the image over the other one until it becomes perfectly placed. Bring the opacity back to 100 and then click off the eye to turn it on and off, and you'll notice that it's in the right spot, but we need to get rid of that line on the top right up here. So I'll get my rectangle tool again, click and drag over that area, press delete to get rid of that stuff, and now it looks seamless. Look at that. So now I've got the whole entire website. Then I get the crop tool and I'll crop down to the bottom. See how it's cropped down to the bottom down here. Bring it right up to here on the bottom right. Then I'll go to the top left where the crop is, and I'll bring it inside that area right there. See how close you can get. Put it right in there. Zoom out. I'm good at shortcut keys. And then zoom in on this side over here. Bring it over to the left. Press enter, or I should say return. I double clicked on the hand tool, and that brings the whole entire image in. No problem. I want to get rid of this dock down on the bottom. Get out of the way so you don't see it anymore. And there's the whole entire front page of the website. I'm going to select all the layers on the right side over here. Right click on those, and I'm going to merge the layers to one. Then I'm going to save it. File, save as. No, don't revert. File, save as. And then on my desktop, I'm going to name this Eden. And then I'll make sure it's a Photoshop file so I can add layers and press save. And now you can see where my, where is it? I'm going to show it to you. There it is. There it is. So there's my PSD right now. And let me turn off the other ones. Here we go. So that's my first page, my home page. I want to get three screenshots. I want to get the home page, and I want to get 2 other pages. Since it's for my comic book, I'm going to do a products page because I want to show the product and maybe even sell the comic. And I want a blog page because I want people to come and I want them to read my progress on the comic book. I want to upload a panel every week or every other week, and I want to talk about the comic, or I want to show merchandise or something like that. So let's get back to the other pages. So up here there's a menu. This is the cool way that they're doing it now. They're doing what is called the hamburger menu. See the little 3 lines? That's the bun on the top and the bottom, and then the meat is in the middle. So you press the menu here, and this whole entire huge thing pops up. We have the home page that we're on already. We have an About Us page. We have a Contact Us. Let's click on About Us. Let's see what About Us looks like. So this is what About Us is. Okay, you might want to do an About Us page. Click on the menu. Click on a Contact page. Contact has a contact form. Submit. Okay, you could have your number or an email address or whatever you want to do. Then we have image alignments and styles. Okay, that looks like a blog page. And then we have HTML elements. Let's see what. Now these are. If we go back to the front of Eden, we know that this is a website about CSS button, minimal about CSS and HTML. So that's why these pages are named website stuff. So page templates. I want to do a grid page for products. So I want to click on the grid page. And this is perfect for my grid page. Now I already have this part in Photoshop, the bottom down here. This is the footer down here, our location, about us, yada, yada, yada. I want the top up here, the first top half. So I'm going to do the Shift Command 4 again. I'm going to click and drag. There we go. And then I'm going to bring that image up here, something like that. I'm not going to go all the way up to that line again because I don't want to cut it. And then I'm going to do a Shift drag more. And I probably don't need any more of that because I have that footer already. So let's get those screenshots from my other screen. Sorry. Here's one. And where's my other screenshot? Is this the other one? Let's see. Eden. No, that's the home page. All right. Is this the screenshot? No, I need to throw those away so they don't get in my way. And what is this one? Is that that's the home page still? Yeah, that's home page. I want to get rid of that one too. And here's my screenshot. There we go. Those are my two screenshots. Sorry about that, guys. Open with Photoshop. I'm showing you different ways to open up in Photoshop through the dock, through the right clicking. All right, so now we'll name this layer home page. And we'll bring these two in. We're going to bring this Eden shot in. All right, this is the same, almost the same exact thing. I'm going to bring my opacity down to 50% so I can see if I'm doing it right. Bring it over to the right a little bit. Bring it up until the hamburger menu. There we go. Let's zoom out. Bring it to 100% again. And then turn the layer on and off. And it looks, all right, good. And now I'm going to turn the home page off, the home page layer, and I'm just going to take the bottom down here, and I'm going to delete that. Excuse me, I just had coffee. All right, let's bring this image over into this tab, Shift drag, and it almost came in perfectly. Let's bring it over to the left a little bit, and then let's bring it up, and I'm going to bring the 50% opacity, and then I'm going to click on bring it up here till there you go. It looks good. 100% again, and zoom out, and then let's see if that works. Good enough. All right, and then we're going to get rid of the bottom down here. Delete. Yeah, I don't know what that 6 down here is, so I'm going to get rid of that by taking this information right here, Command J and V, and look at that. Just take that right over that. And Command E. There we go. Now I don't have a footer on this, and I don't have enough information on the right side here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. You can take your rectangle tool. You can select and go all the way past that selection. Do Command J to put that selection on a new layer. See that right there? And then we can bring this over to the right side over here. We'll straight, if you use Shift and drag it to the right, it goes straight across, and then put our layer on again. And look at that, it looks seamless. And then we can put all these layers. We can merge those layers all together. There we go. And we're going to call this one, this is going to be the product page, right? Product. Did I spell that right? Product. I have a master's degree, I still can't spell. All right. let's turn on the home page, and I want this information down here. I'm going to get the selection tool. I'm going to select this much. Make sure you're on the home page. I'm going to do Command J. Now you might not be doing all this. This is what I would do. Okay, I'm going to take this, put it on the top layer, and turn the home page off, put it on the products page, and then get the move tool, and I'm going to move this footer up until it matches the bottom there. There we go. Cool. And then I'm going to merge those two layers together. Merge layers. And I got to rename it again. Products. My fingers don't want to do what my mind tells my fingers to do. So dyslexic. All right. So that's your products page. Here's your home page. Okay, so let's save it. Command S to save. Let's close these, and then let's do the last page, which is the, get rid of that. Last page, which is the, for me, I want to do a blog page. So let's go to menu, click on blog, photos, videos, WordPress. I want to do photos because mostly I want to do a photo of my comic pages, and then maybe it lets me do some words too, but let's try the photos for now. So the photo page, let's do Shift Command 4, and I'm going to drag that. 2014 was the lowest piece in that part right down here. When I did this, this is the lowest piece. So now when I bring it up to the top, and then click once, so I'm not selecting that anymore, Command Shift 4, do it again. And then the lowest piece of this is this third image, drag down till it hits about there, Command Shift 4, there we go, and then that's enough. We don't have to go any further than that. We'll have the home page. Alright, so let's put this down there, and let me get my screenshots that are on the other, there we go. Let's bring these into Photoshop. Alright, let's one at a time. Where's the first one? Where's the top screen? The top screen is right here. Click and drag that into there. Put it on the top up here. And then let's bring it up. And then let's zoom in. Bring the opacity down to 50%. So I can put this over the word Eden. There we go. Double click on the hand. And then let's bring the opacity to 100% again. That's good. Let's turn off these other layers so we can see what we're doing. I'm going to delete this gray line right here, and then bring in the next layer, which was 2014, right? Remember that? There we go. Let me zoom in, 2014. Bring my opacity to 50% again. Bring this up to over 2014. And whoops, that's the wrong one. May is down here. How come no one told me that? You guys are watching me. You're not even telling me. Double click on the hand tool. Bring this to 100%. And now we have what's awesomeness. I'm going to tell you guys a shortcut key. Command E merges two layers together. I'm going to get rid of this little black line right there. And then I'm going to bring in my last piece. Close these. I don't need those anymore. I need this one. Drag it and drop it. And then this one goes over this. Alright, let's bring it over to the left. And then bring it down until we think it looks like it's perfect. There we go. Perfect. Turn the layer on and off, and it works. Let's bring that, let's do a Command E. That merges those two together. And then we have what is called the blog page. It says photos here, but it's going to be blogs. It's going to be a blogish page. It's going to have, we might even call it blog page. I'm not sure. All right. I don't think we need this part now. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't need this information because you're only going to have one blog thing if you do at all. So now I just need to get this, Command J, turn that off, and then bring this to the top and bring this footer up. Now you'll notice that it still has a gray on it. And that gray doesn't fit with the white. So I'm going to have to get rid of that gray. I'll bring the layer underneath the blog layer, and I'll keep bringing it up until the dark gray hits the white. There we go, right there. Then I can merge down onto that one and name it blog again. Every time you merge, the layer becomes a different name. All right, so I have my 3 pages now. And this is the easiest way to do this wireframe. Okay, Command S to save. Let's do the home page first. All right, home page. Now, it's up to you how you want to do this for wireframing for the assignment. If you want to do it the way I'm doing it, that's fine. I'm going to make a new layer, and I'm going to name the layer. I'm not going to name it. I'm just going to fill it in with white. Edit, fill, and then I'm going to fill the content with white. Click OK. You're like, why is he doing that? I can't see it. Now I'm going to take the opacity down by a couple degrees. Okay, so I can see what's going on the page, but it's not infiltrating. Okay, so what I can do now is if you guys have a tablet, I don't think you'll have a tablet. I have a Wacom Cintiq I can draw on, but I'm assuming that you guys don't have a tablet or a Wacom Cintiq. So there's things that we can do. Our rectangle tool down here, use a light gray, and you can put, my logo is going to be United Forces. I might put it up here. That's the logo. And then the menu is going to be over here. And then the banner is going to be here. And then my first image. Now, in order for these all to be the same size, what I'd do is this. Rectangle 4, Shift, Alt, drag. Shift, Alt, drag. Copies and puts on a new layer. See over here? Copies and puts on a new layer. Now when I take the layer 1, I can bring layer 1 to 100%, and there's my wireframe. Look at that. Oh, like it, don't you? That's right. All right, so if you really want to get jiggy with it, this is what I'll do. I'll take the last one, not these two up here, but the last thing that I made, and right at that layer, I'll click on the little folder here to make a folder for this, and I'll call the folder home, and I'll click and drag, and I'll select all of these and drag that into my folder. I can close my folder, open it, I can turn it off, turn it on, so it's a lot easier to work with now. So do that for products, folder, name it products. You could do this at the beginning or at the end of what you're doing, but it's easier to do at the beginning or when you're doing it right now. See that? I'm going to turn the products on, and then click on blog, make a folder for that, and name that blog. Click and drag the blog into there, and then turn that layer on. Now, all of your layers are closed, but your blog is on. You can turn the blog layer off. You can turn, the blog folder off. You can turn the products folder off, and then you can turn off the home folder. This is an easy way to work in Photoshop. I do this all the time. Click on the home. Once you start getting good at Photoshop, you will want to do this because it really saves some mind-boggling because of all the layers, right? So with your rectangles here, let's take just one of the rectangles. Let's take this one, this one right here, and I'm going to bring that one down here, and I'm going to zoom in, bring it down just a little bit more. Command T transforms, and I'll put my heading there, and then press return, and then I'll do shift. I'll double click on the thumbnail right here. See that square is right there? Double click on that, and you can change the color. I'll go a little lighter. There we go. And then I'll do a command, shift, alt shift, drag, command T. This is my information that I'm going to be doing. And then I can bring the opacity on that one lower too, because that's just text, and it's going to be a lighter text. And then I can take this one and shift and drag that here, and I can make that one the same, just the same color. You can leave it like that. All right, we'll zoom out. That looks good. You could take all three of those layers that you just made, this one, this one, this one, this one, these three, shift drag them all. Do a shift alt drag. See how Photoshop has purple lines when it's lined up? Bam. There we go. Then I can turn on the white layer again, layer 1, bring that to 100%. There's my wireframing right there. Okay, so there we go. Let's do a little bit more for the home page. We're almost done. Let's get the rectangle frame, and we want to have a section right here. And this section is going to be not gray. It might be, want to do a little bit lighter than gray. There we go, a little lighter than that. Let's click OK. And then you'll see with the white here, I'll bring the white to 100%. You'll see what it looks like. Okay, cool. I might want to make this section here a little brighter than that. It might be, it depends on what your preference is right now, but let's bring it up just a little bit. There we go. That's cool. So now we have sections, All right, and then let's take the layer 1 and bring it down a little bit so we can see what's underneath, what's going on. We want to do our footer down here on the bottom. Click and drag for the footer. And that darkness is good. We might even go darker. Make it look, give it some contrast. Click OK. And then we have information down here, a WordPress website, and then social media icons. All right. We can look at layer 1 again. And, oops. Layer 1. Let's name the layer 1 white. So you know what I'm doing. There we go. Almost done. What am I missing? I'm missing some words, some verbiage. Let's go back to rectangle 5, and I'm going to start using some words now. What needs to be in here and here? Let's see. Let's go back to white and bring the white down a little bit again. These were quotes. So this could be a quote. This could be a quote. Actually, if I take this one, Shift Alt, bam. Quote, quote. Now, you might do it that way, or you can do it your own way, and you can center these. So it's a little bit more symmetrical. So when you turn the white layer on again, bam, symmetrical. All right, what's behind this? Rectangle 5. Okay. So let's get our rectangle again. Let's click here, and let's just do this one, and a thin one. There we go. And then we'll put rectangle 5 on again. And we're going to have to recolor these or something. I'm going to go a little bit lighter with the squares. There we go. There's a lighter square. And then double click on this. And then I can click on that square and it will get that color, right? Double click on this one and I'll get that color right there. Okay. Awesome. All right, I think that could be most of it. Let's bring the home. What I like to do is I do a Command J to duplicate. That duplicates a layer, and bring this layer all the way to the top. And then you can turn that one on and off, and we can see what we're missing. I think we're pretty good. All right. Let us get the type tool, and let's use a black for right now. Click and write logo. And let's do that in a Helvetica. Command T, Shift drag. Move tool. Can make that a little smaller. There we go. Shift Alt drag. Name this one banner image. Click on logo, Shift Alt, menu, hamburger menu. If you're going to do hamburger menu, it's up to you. Whatever you want to do, guys. For this, it has to be a hamburger menu because I'm working with this WordPress website that's a hamburger menu. All right, and then let's take the banner image, Shift Alt, drag down here, and I'm going to name this one just image. And then I'll do Shift drag, click on image again over here, and I'll Shift drag this one down here, and I'll name this one. It's going to be header. I'll make that a little smaller. And then I'll bring this one here to name this one text, keywords for search engine optimization, SEO. Then this is a hyperlink to learn more. Read more. Okay, let me see what that looks like. I'm going to take the white up to 100%. Does that work? Looks like it's working. Sorry, I had to close the blinds so I don't get blind. Read more could be a little smaller. Oops. Escape. Let me bring, go to the top up here. Image, copy, image. Where is this one? Read more. You can right, with your move tool, you can right click on things and you'll see the layers right here, which is a really quick way to do things. Read more. Command T, Shift drag. There we go, that's cool. All right, read more text. I'm going to make that a little smaller too. There we go, that's cool. All right, and you don't have to do it for these, just, you know, there we go. Image, I'm going to drag that down here, and I'm going to write, what was that? What is this verbiage going to be for? This could be, let's hold off on that for a second. I'm going to do one more. I'm going to bring this over here, and I'm going to write testimonial. Command T, Shift drag it a little smaller. There we go, testimonial. Okay, and then let's do down here. This is going to be, well, this one down here is going to be social media, right? And we can make that smaller. And I won't put it over the square because it's just going to be, can't read it. And then this one is going to say website made by. Now if you guys know a little PHP, you could probably get into there and write website created by you instead of WordPress. It's tough. Let me see what else we got going on here. Oh, that's right. If I click on this here, I can see what. Okay, so location, about us, and navigation. Location. About us. And what was that one? The other one? Navigation. See? Footer navigation. The hamburger menu is not working. You need that, right? All right, so let's do our location. Let's put a square over that. Let's put a square over this one and a square over this one. And let's turn this off. We see, yep, that worked. All right, we'll take those three squares. and we'll drag them under the text so we can see everything written. Navigation, I'm going to drag that over to the left a little bit. About us, I'm going to drag it to the left a little bit, make it look nice for our client or for the teacher. And then this part up here, social media, recent news. So that information there, custom page template, recent news, blog. Let's turn that off. And I'm going to drag this over here, and then I'm going to drag all three of those up a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to name this one news. Actually, I'm going to write blog, so there'll be blog links. And then this one over here could be news. And then this one right here could be product. And there's the home page. Ba-bam! That is a wireframe. So that's the home page wireframe. I'm going to close that and see, that's the home page wireframe. And then you can do the products and the blog page. All right? I'm going to let you look at that for a couple more seconds. Let's zoom out right about there. All right, so that's what I'm looking for a wireframe. If you guys want to sketch it out, you can sketch it out too. You can take you can do a screenshot, look at it like this, and then you can take a piece of 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and you can use your pencil, and you can sketch out the banner, this information. All this stuff can be drawn. And just write logo, write hamburger menu, banner image, header, text, read more, news, testimonial, location, footer information. There you go. You can draw it if you want. If you could use a website online to put it together too, if you want. This is you could use Illustrator. You could use whatever editing tool you can, but I just use Photoshop because I love Photoshop. All right, guys. Good luck.